Welcome back. There's a new movement in Seattle that's bringing dads together, and not just for a stroll, but real conversations about fatherhood, mental health, and community. It's called the Daddy Stroller Social Club, a safe, supportive space where fathers of all ages can connect, share, and lift each other up. And joining me are two of the dads who are starting the club's new Seattle chapter, Kennen Allen Ladd and Kelvin Washington Jr. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, so Kelvin, I want to start with you. What was the moment or experience that made you realize there was a space that was needed for this with fathers?
The moment the doctor said, "Have a great day," and told me to leave the hospital, my heart started beating so fast. I'm like, how can they give this person a child and say, be a father? Just really was nervous, scared, concerned, like have the weight of the world to bring in this person and make sure they're good for the rest of their life. Was just very, very nervous. That was the moment I said, well, who do I call that looks like me that can talk about being a father? And I just realized that's when there was a need that this community is very necessary.
Definitely. And what about you too? What was that moment?
Yeah, mine was in essence similar. In essence, I'll say me and my partner, we were actually in the hospital for a week before we were actually able to go home. So my moment was when we got home, my daughter was in her bassinet and the house was quiet. And it was one of those moments of like, what's next, right? Like, what do we do now? So that was my moment. She went in, she finally got her rest, got to sleep, and I'm just up on anxiety mode, with my daughter, and just growing just really quickly, right? And you just have all these thoughts and things going in your head, and you get a moment, you just take a deep breath, and you're like, I'm a dad. I'm here right now. So that was really my moment of like, okay, what's next? I need something else to like really push me in this fatherhood. I feel like I'm alone in essence when it comes to being a dad. So
yeah. And we were talking earlier, there's so much for like young moms and just moms in general, new moms out there, but not always a lot for the fathers. So Kelvin, why do you think it's important to create a dedicated space for dads to really connect among, mental health and fatherhood?
Yeah, I believe like a lot of times we sit in silence, and there's so much pressure that we just don't know how to name what we're struggling with. We don't know that it's okay to be vulnerable. And this space is, I would say a synonym is you matter, right? Like everything that you're feeling, every emotion, it's okay to be vulnerable in this space because you matter. Your family needs you, your kid needs you, and creating a space just to hone in on some of those mental health concerns that we was not taught as younger kids, that we didn't have a name to speak on, and to provide this space to where you can be yourself without judgment. I think is so fascinating because there are other things that we have to deal with outside of fatherhood that people don't speak on. And this is a space where we can bring all those things together and be comfortable to be okay and to cry, to need a hug, to just say that today was hard and I need someone to just sit by my side and listen to what I'm going through. So that creating that space and being allowed to just be yourself amongst other people that are dealing with that same issue or concern, I think it's a powerful time, especially right now in today's age.
Absolutely. And Keenen, how did you create this space where guys feel comfortable opening up and having these real, honest conversations?
Yeah, there's been minimal research overall, but it said that 1 in 10 dads deal with postpartum depression. And that number actually rises if their partner is dealing with postpartum depression as well. So there's moments where you're feeling a heightened level of anxiety, right? You're feeling like, you want to eat a little bit more. There's different things and symptoms that kind of go with that postpartum depression. And this space that was created, that we're creating on July 12th, is a space of just a sense of relaxation, being able to find a sense of camaraderie, being able to give advice, be able to receive advice, be able to have the opportunity to, be with your kids, give mom a rest a little bit, and be able to build that community in a sense. And so that's what the space is all about. And this moving forward is one of those things that it's clearly needed, right? I know we have those opportunities of understanding of this is just something that's been built organically. Yes, it's a national organization, but us, the dads who are currently involved right now, we've had great conversations, and that is just like a trail to what is to come for this Daddy Stroller Social Club moving forward. So that's what the space will look like. Again, organic conversations that's just clearly needed. I'll just say that.
Definitely. And you mentioned the July 12th date, so please tell me about what's planned and how someone can take part in this event.
Yeah, so July the 12th, we're just gonna have a party, right? Please bring your kids. It's gonna be at the Powell Barnett Park in the Central District, starting at 11 o'clock. Like, we want people just waiting at the park, excited. We're gonna provide food, music, chalk for the kids, more balloons and just bubbles. And we're also gonna have some special guests pop up.
Yeah.
And so we don't wanna give too much information, but
okay.
we were definitely gonna be excited. It's gonna be organic. We're gonna have a question of the day. We're gonna have moments where we can just have fun, you know, see if we can still have our in-shape dads versus, you know, some of the guys that think they don't have it anymore. But just a real unique space to be yourself, and just come and enjoy yourself.
Come as you are. Is it
as
for
you are.
all ages? You know, how many people have signed up already?
Yeah, 100%. All ages. This has purely been organic through text messaging. We have one social media page currently right now. As of this morning, we have 109 dads currently signed up, not including their children as well. Again, organically built. It's really exciting, to be honest, right? And this is something, for our knowledge, that's new to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
This is for all ages, all races. Everyone is invited for this brotherhood that we're bringing together in terms of fatherhood. So,
Any
yeah.
tips for new dads too before we leave?
Great question. Be consistent. Show up.
Yeah.
That's the secret sauce. Just showing up, being consistent, being who you are. Like, there's so much power in each individual, and each individual dad has that one unique sauce that their family absolutely needs. They were given this responsibility because you're needed, and I think if you can be yourself, you'll be great. That's my advice.
Yeah, my advice is simply take a deep breath. Take that time, take that moment. There's going to be a moment on July 12th where we will be doing breathing exercises that you can utilize in your everyday life as a father. Understand it's okay not to know.
Yeah.
Right? Transformation.
Amazing.
Transformation.
Thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. And after the break, we're going to have a discussion about memory loss next, what families need to know, and how to find hope and support through that